Hello everyone, I have made a Roblox game for the past few months, and I'm making this video just to share, I got over 1,000 visits, and I'm just going to show everyone how much I'm spending on the ad credits for the sponsorship, and how many players I'm getting, and all of that. So here's the video. So earlier this year in July, I decided I was going to put myself to making a Roblox game. I had very minimal experience, and the only real coding I'd done on Roblox was making a terrain generator, this one here. And while they're pretty cool, they're not actually that hard to make, and I didn't know that, so creating the entirety of Melezia was going to be a big step up from creating this. So on YouTube, I was just scrolling one day, and then I came across a YouTuber called B. Ricey. He makes tutorials, and I found this one tutorial called a plot placement system, and it is a really great tutorial. I recommend going and watching it. And so I went through and I watched each video, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then I got to work and I just kept making it in my own game until I finished it. I made it to the end of video 5, and then I pressed play and it didn't work. So I did what any genius does. I went right down here to the description and I pressed Ctrl C and Ctrl V, and now it works. Now I have a plot placement system. My idea for the game was a game where all these players get to have their own islands, and then they can go to the main island and they can collect resources by, mining trees, harvesting crops, and mining ores, and then they can sell those to the NPCs for money, and with the money they can buy furniture and stuff, buy things to put on their island, progress more, or they can use the resources to craft stuff and build up their island. And no, it's definitely not inspired by a little game called Hypixel Skyblock. It's just a small game. Not really relevant or anything, So after I completed the plot placement system with the help of B. Ricey, I spent about a week and a half making an inventory system. I severely underestimated the amount of time that it would take for me to make this. So every single day I was just getting on my computer, asking ChatGPT, watching a million tutorials, just constantly trying to use my two little brain cell brain, trying to get any sort of inventory system out. And after a week and a half, I ended up completing that. And so now players can open their inventory, they can put stuff into their hotbar, and they can use the items in the hotbar, like the furniture to place on the ground, and the tools to mine and chop and stuff. It should not have been as difficult as it was for me, but it was. So now that I'd gotten the biggest, heaviest features out of the way, I started making all the islands for the map, and here's the original drawing I did for the map as a sort of planning idea. And you can see that the players are really far away, so I decided to change it to this new map here where the players are curved around so that they can all get to the hub island a lot quicker. And so I made the hub island first, and then shortly after that I started work on the jungle and rocky islands, and I've just been slowly adding to all of them over time just to make them a bit better, just so it's more fun and enjoyable. So I started finishing up the game and getting most of the things done, so I had NPCs that you could sell and buy from and stuff like that. And on the Rocky and Jungle Islands, I added an enemy called the Ruby Golem that it drops rocks, like Ruby Rock, or Golem Rock, sorry. And then it has a 1 in 6 chance to drop a ruby, which is its heart. And rubies are the best thing in the game right now. Progression looks like this. So you start off at the hub island and you buy the stone tools from all the NPCs, and then you mine and stuff to get iron. Then you go to the jungle island to get diamond tools, and then from diamond to the next thing up is quite a big jump. It's a thing called ironwood, which is on the rocky island. It's a tree, and it takes a really long time to mine. So players go from diamond to ironwood, and then from ironwood you go to ruby, and ruby is pretty rare and you can only get it from killing the ruby golems. So that's how the progression looks: stone, iron, diamond, ironwood, and ruby. So something that happened with the tools that I was making for mining and stuff like that is that I made the ore and crop tree health a client-side variable. And if you don't know what that means, it's basically that the health of the item is stored on the player's computer or tablet or phone or whatever. So that means that they can just hack their own game and change the thing so that they can just instant mine every single ore, every single tree, every single everything. And then I realized how many things that I made client-side, so I had to work through and turn everything into a server-side script to verify so people couldn't hack the game and get their own stuff to however many things they want. And now it was time to start advertising, so I started by buying 19 ad credits, but I only used 15. So I configured all the sponsored thumbnail icon things, and then I set it to go for 3 days, so I was using 5 ad credits each day. It, it didn't feel like there was many players, so I ended up buying a second one, and that one was, I think, 40 ad credits over a week or something. And then, so I was just sitting around, I had an auto clicker just refreshing the server page, and then I was like, oh, nothing's happening. So I went to go eat and have a shower, and there was nothing when I came back from eating, but when I came back from my shower, there was about 14 people in games. There was 2 servers, there was 14 people in the games, and over 50 people had joined so far. So when I joined, I was really excited. I was going to see people going around mining and chopping trees, but most people were still at their island, just chilling, and the few that did make it to the hub island didn't really know where to go. So it seemed like I needed to make either the tutorial better or make it more obvious where to go. So I got to work building a new archway over the quarry to sort of help people see where it is, and then I put some signs around the map to help that as well. And after that, it seemed like, yeah, more people were able to figure out how to play the game. People started earning more money. And over the next few days, I was just fixing small bugs and adding small quality of life features. But for the last 3 days of the second ad campaign, I had to attend a family event that was 1,100 kilometers away, so I wasn't really able to continue working on it. But I just let the ad run while that was happening, and when I got back, I found out that over, I think 1,100, 1,200 people had played, and that was really good. We got 15 dislikes, 3 dislikes, 15 likes, 3 dislikes, 36 favorites, and for the ads I got in total 1.5 million impressions, 7,000 clicks, 1,241 plays, and I still had about 4 ad credit left over that was unused. On the leaderboard in the game, I could see that people weren't actually really playing, they were just sort of joining the game and going and buying the tools, but they wouldn't earn money. There was only a few people that had actually played the game that were appearing on the leaderboard, but everyone else, they just spent their money, so they got taken off the leaderboard because they didn't have anything. And then they thought, oh, this game isn't good. But that's alright, because quite a few people did start earning money and learn how to play. They wanted to become my friends and everything, so that was pretty good. Yeah. So I spent, I think around 300 Australian dollars on the ad campaigns, and it got me about 1,200 players, so it wasn't as much as I expected, but it's still amazing, and I got a lot of feedback from people playing the game. Like, I fixed quite a few bugs that people were complaining about, and especially mobile. I thought I had mobile support, except when people tried to use their tools, it wouldn't work. Whenever they try to mine or hit anything, nothing would work. So I had to fix all of that, and I had been targeting mobile players for quite a bit of the ad campaign, so I was like, oh, that's pretty bad. But yeah, now it's a fully functional game, mostly complete, and yeah, it's pretty good now. I want to thank everyone who has played so far, or if you're watching the video, thank you so much. I'm working on heaps of updates for the game, and I can't wait to show you what I have next. The next big thing's probably going to be the Christmas update. I'll have smaller things between now and then, I think, but Christmas update, I'm going to try and make something huge. I'm going to spend more money on advertisements, and yeah, so thanks for watching the video. If you can, go and play the game. It means so much to me. And any feedback, leave it in the comments or put it in the Discord server, things like that. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.